Name is Kanika.
I'm Ron.
Ron, nice
Yep,
meeting
my
you.
pleasure. Before I ever even messed with opiate at all, I always thought it was a moral thing myself. Oh, that's just a moral choice. Why don't you
Yeah.
stop, Mom? My mother.
Yeah.
But she had horrible issues, lupus and other stuff.
Right.
Bad problems. And so, the first time I ever did that, it was an accident.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing, which I had a buddy who was into coke a lot. And to me, I went 10 years without it because people died that I knew.
Right.
And I'm like, once a year I might go drink a few beers and do a few rails with the boys. I sold cars for 14 years.
Yeah.
So I was over there and he's like, I was buying and selling an ounce of weed for my boss at Jim Service Center. He was like 20 years clean, but he was smoking weed again.
Yeah.
He's like, here's $3.25. I don't care what you pay. Keep the change. Just get me something good. Okay. So I found it for $2.50.
Yeah.
He's rich. He makes $3.50 a year. That's his income, $350.
Right.
And he's like, you want a line? I go, nah. I went to the bathroom, came out, and I just finished paying off this convertible. This was like 2008.
Yeah.
The first time I ever did it. Like September, October.
Mm-hmm.
Nice 70 degrees, 65 degrees night. And when I came out, I saw this tiny line, and I said, oh, you know what? It's been like a year or two. So I went to hit it, and as soon as I did it, he goes, you're going to like it. It's oxy, right as I went. And so I jumped in the car, this tiny amount, and it just hit me like a euphoric weed buzz.
Yeah.
And I got to my daughter and my sort of son-in-law's place, and I plugged my guitar in, and I played the whole Metallica Ride the Lightning CD, note for note, and I was like, this is great. And started doing it not knowing, and then I went into withdrawal several months later in 08 or 09 and started. That was the beginning of it,
Yeah.
I wound up in a homeless shelter. I went to work with a plumbing guy, and all of a sudden I got lumps under my fingers and sick.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
So do you feel like people judge you a lot just because you're standing here?
Well, when I stand here, I know I'm subject to being judged, so of course, but I don't have resentment towards it because I put myself in that position by doing it. I think when you get to know me, I won't normally be what you would stereotypically feel I am.
Of course.
I am, because 12 years on and off of groups, of therapies, of 12-step programs, of, back-to-back in the county and doing the program there and so on and so forth. It's like, it all sinks in over time. I start to realize, man, I learned this there. And I learned that there. And I learned that wherever I go, I take me with me. And the stuff that you learn, sometimes it doesn't kick in right away. But over time, like school, the experiences kind of resonate with you. So I felt like on the inside, I've grown and probably become the best version of myself I ever am. But financially, until,
So do you feel like there's enough programs out there for...
around Rochester? Oh, yeah. I think there's a lot of help here.
But it's just, so like you said, sometimes you don't get it the first time, you have to go back. So you feel like you have to get into some of these programs over and over again to kind of let it click?
Yeah, I mean, the addiction part, because this is, the last time I went to Conifer, most of the time I felt like, because I've been there a couple of times, I've done probably, you include the in the incarceration one in the county, I've probably done 5 inpatients, I've completed like 6 outpatients, I've been to detox 7 times. So I felt like, and I've been through the AA and NA a couple of times where I did the 12 steps, which is great. One of the best things you can do to free you. It helps you really take inventory. You take a furious inventory of oneself, of all your actions and so on.
Yeah.
You want to get some Develis?
I'm sorry?
You want some Develis?
No, thank you.
I love Develis.
Develis is the best.
They are.
They got you some sandwiches. Awesome.
Yeah. So, tell me your name again, dear.
Kanika.
Tanika?
Kanika.
Kanika, okay.
Yes.
I haven't heard that one.